Hello everyone, welcome to today's grammar and clarity tip, which is on apostrophes. What is an apostrophe? It's a punctuation mark which goes at the top, and it's probably the only one in common use that only goes at the top, so you know which one it is. Others either go at the top and the bottom, or the bottom. Its purpose is to show omitted letters, that means letters you've left out on purpose, to show it's not a spelling mistake, or to show possession, to show who owns something. So here are two correctly used apostrophes. Look at Miss Friswell's classroom. Miss Friswell owns the classroom. So we've put an apostrophe here to show that we haven't gone to the census and found everyone called Miss Friswell, and there's not lots of Miss Friswells. It's not a plural, it's just the one that we know, and we're talking about the classroom which she owns. So we've put an S apostrophe there. Here, that's a beautifully decorated room. And here, we're talking about that is. So we've taken out the letter I, and we've put an apostrophe there. That is. So that's a beautifully decorated room. The mistake teachers often see is this, and you will actually always see this as well out and about on posters that people haven't checked. Sometimes spell check doesn't pick up on it. The reason it doesn't is simply because it is, in some contexts, correct. So you must be vigilant yourself for apostrophes. I'm going to put some posters up. Now, the posters don't own anything. They're just posters. But someone's put an apostrophe here. What they mean is that that should be a multiple of posters. There shouldn't actually be an apostrophe there. It's a plural. This makes it look like the posters own something. It's a very common error. Okay, so how do you use them in your writing? If you are shortening words, you put the apostrophe where the missing letters go. Letter or letters. So if you wanted to shorten that is, you take out the I and it says that S. Now obviously you're going to put the I on the end of that, but you're going to put an apostrophe to show that you actually know how to spell those words. You've just taken out the I. So you take out the I from that is, and you add an apostrophe. To show ownership, you add it before the S. So you have Bob's books, Bob apostrophe S books. The cat's bowl, cat apostrophe S bowl. Now, if the name ends in an S, you can just put the apostrophe at the end. It looks tidier. Technically, and in the past, in some old texts, people would put ES. And you can, but actually it looks tidier to do it like this. So you've got Miss Stevens' bag, and you might say Miss Stevens' bag, but how you write it is that because there's an S there, instead of writing ES, you just put an apostrophe there. Actually, what that's showing is that you know there could be an ES there, but you can't be bothered to put an ES because it would look really silly. So if the name ends in S, like Miss Stevens, you put the apostrophe there. If the name doesn't end in S, like Bob, you put the apostrophe there. But you do not use apostrophes for plurals. You do not use apostrophes when you're adding the S to show there's more than one. Thank you very much for listening. Tune in next week for your next grammar and clarity tip.